This is 99.3 Nigeria Info. A very good afternoon to you wherever you are tuned in to the nation's number one talk station. Apologies for that abrupt stop of course, the bed, or is it the ad that was playing? Well, it is about 5 minutes gone past make that 6 minutes going to 7 past the 3 o'clock hour. My name is Ufuoma Egbamuno, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to today's edition of Hard Facts. Well, not your regular host. I know you should know that by now. Just covering for my colleague Sheriff Quadri, who is unavoidably absent at this point in time. Well, the three big stories we're going to be looking at this hour, between now and the 4 o'clock hour. There's a humanitarian crisis currently rocking Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, that has killed at least 30 persons, and at least or about 1 million persons have been affected. There's also the exacerbating cost of living that will do nothing but reduce Nigerians to more poverty. We will talk about that. And of course, a Lagos state government intervention that just may help Lagosians bear the cost of living that is currently going through the roof. These will get us talking on the show this afternoon as I bid you welcome once again to today's edition of Hard Facts. On the 4 o'clock hour, we will take a trip to the United States of America, where we will discuss Tuesday, or make that Wednesday early morning right here in Nigeria, the debate that has got quite a number of you talking. Kamala Harris and, of course, Donald Trump, who will get to win November 5th's presidential election. How will Tuesday or Wednesday morning's debate affect their electoral chances? We'll talk about all of that from the 4 o'clock hour. But for now, corpses floating in water, unidentified bodies in some areas, at least 30 people dead, 400,000 persons, or over 400,000 persons forced to leave their homes. That is the case in Maiduguri as we speak, with of course severe flood caused by a broken dam. Spokesperson of the National Emergency Management Agency, Ezekiel Manzo, says the flood has taken over around 40% of the entire city. Imagine flood taking over 40% of Lagos. Just try and imagine. From Aja all the way down to Victoria Island, all the way down to CMS, all the way down to Third Mainland Bridge, maybe Keja. Just imagine floods covering all of these parts of Lagos, such that houses have been destroyed or houses floating, water covering everywhere. Just close your eyes and imagine that kind of scenario. Hopefully it will never get to that here in Lagos. But that is the reality of people living in the capital of Borno State, Maiduguri. Ever since Tuesday when this particular story broke, it has been heartbreaking getting to see videos, pictures, coming out of Maiduguri. It's been terrible. In fact, somehow I couldn't escape it. Usually I have this where I don't like seeing horrible videos or pictures, because it gets stuck in my memory. But for this particular one, well, I had no choice. I've had to watch these videos, see the sufferings of people, see a lot of these pictures, aerial views. The one and only time I have had to report issues of flood myself was about 5 years ago, thereabouts. the floods of 2018. I was in Onitsha at that time, working for our sister station was Zobia FM in Onitsha, and of course, communities around the banks of the River Niger, in both Delta and Anambra states, as well as Kogi, were hit by the floods from that. It was around this time. Yeah, it was around this time, September ending or thereabout, or early October. And I remember some of the devastating views I saw, people's homes, farmlands, and all of that. But the videos I've seen from Maiduguri, to a large extent, what I actually saw physically in Onitsha pale in comparison to the videos and pictures that have been coming out of Maiduguri. Matter of fact, yesterday I tried to reach the one and only person I know in Maiduguri. Her number wasn't going. Thankfully, this afternoon, she replied the message I had sent. But for many others, for thousands of others, or you could say at least 1 million persons in that city, it has not been the same. The vice president visited the area on Tuesday, representing President Ahmed Tinubu, sent in his condolences, and of course talked about how the government, in conjunction with the Borno state government, were going to try as much as possible to help out the situation. Questions, have been asked. The question I have been asking is, how did we get to the point where the dam got broken, released water that has caused this much destruction across the city? I'll get to that in a bit, but just to also let you know that there have been rumors that, following the flood induced by this overflowing dam, there was a prison break reportedly on Tuesday. As much as the Nigeria Correctional Service Center in Borno State denied the incident and claimed, of course, that all the inmates were safely relocated to a sister maximum security facility following the collapse of the wall in the jail where they were, the prison where they were. An online investigative website, Human Angle, have reported that some persons have confirmed to them that indeed there were some inmates that managed to escape and they are unaccounted for. At this point in time, the major issue is how to, provide shelter, food, some persons in their families, one or two persons are missing. They don't know where they are. They've not been able to reach them. Those are some of the bigger issues. But of course, this jailbreak, if indeed it is true, as reported by Human Angle, it might be secondary, but it's another topical issue. And the question I've been asking for the better part of the last 48 hours is, could this have been prevented? Is it possible that it could have been prevented? Well, in the course of doing a little bit of a research for the show this afternoon, I came across a project work done by some students of a polytechnic right there in Maiduguri. Students. Their project work was actually about this particular dam, Alao Dam. They titled the project Problems and Prospects of Alao Dam Construction in Alao Community Conjugal Local Government Area of Borno State. I don't have the full, project work, but I was able to see excerpts. Let me just quickly go to recommendations that these students, about 4 of them. Now, this project work by the students was done as far back as 2015. 2015. That's about 9 years ago. Now, one of the recommendations is that the government of Borno State need to enforce the annual submission of environmental impact reports for all projects in the entire state. This will support an effective audit of the activities of the Alao Dam. Then comprehensive environmental impact reports should be written for Alao Dam. Students wrote this 9 years ago. Part of what they also recommended was that it is pertinent to review and restructure the laws and legislations that guide resettlement activities as a result of mega proposals such as dam construction. That's people living around that axis. They also recommended that in line with ensuring a yearly audit of the impact of the dam, the government should embark on an expansion program for the dam and a de-sedimentation scheme of the dam floor as well. This, they say, will reduce the hazard of impurity in the water and also mitigate to great extent the overflow of water into farmland and settlements. Again, students of a polytechnic in Borno State did this report 9 years ago, 2015 to be precise. Now, if students can 9 years ago were able in their own small way to find out that maybe some things need to be done to ensure that we don't have the kind of havoc we now have in 2024, you would ask, what are the agencies or the ministries in the Borno State government, what have they been doing? Now, again, in the course of this, in the course of my research, I came across a story. I came across a story done by, I think this is possibly a northern newspaper, online newspaper, Yerewa, they call it. I did see, that particular story from there. The website is yen.ng, Yerewa Express News, And part of the story from that website is that just a few days ago, today is 12th, 7 days ago, on the 5th of September, this online website actually did a story about overflow from this particular dam. The headline on the website says, Borno government debunks rumors, assures situation under control. Okay, let me read it in full. Alao Dam overflow. Borno government debunks rumors and assures situation under control. This story was written or was published at 9 p.m. on the 5th of September. That's just about 7 days ago. Precisely, that should be last week, Thursday. Now, some excerpts from that story, accompanied by experts from the various state agencies and Engineer Mohammed Zana, the acting managing director of the Chad Basin Development Authority. The team inspected the dam. Following the inspection, Tijani assured the public that Maiduguri is safe and that the state government is working closely with CBDA to prevent flooding. He, however, denied rumors of the dam's collapse. According to him, he was quoted, "The dam has not broken. We are taking steps to protect Maiduguri from flooding." Then Engineer Mohammed Zana, the Chad Basin Development Authority MD, also provided assurances confirming that despite the high water levels, the situation was under control. This was just 7 days ago. Now we're where we are. At least 30 people dead, over 400,000 having to leave their homes. And of course, we're hearing that as many as 1 million persons have been affected. In fact, we hear that the flood washed away some dangerous animals into communities, alligators, crocodiles, possibly snakes. And the question would be, has the federal government and the state government particularly, have they done enough to prevent this particular catastrophe? The state government has pledged to give 10,000 naira each for the affected households. In today's economy, what exactly can 10,000 naira do? Oh, that even reminds me. The federal government also donated 3 billion naira for the 1 million persons that were displaced as a result of this particular issue. The same federal government gave 90 billion as subsidy for Hajj just a few weeks or months ago. Same government also provided 14 billion naira to complete the residence of the vice president. By the way, the vice president today was former governor of Borno State, ruled for 8 years. Make of that information what you wish. But Lagos, I would love to hear you talk. I think we've got about 2 minutes before I go for our first commercial break at this hour. If you just joined us, this is Hard Facts. My name is Ufuoma Egbamuno. And of course, we're talking the catastrophe that has taken place and has killed at least 30 persons out there in Borno. Someone is sending me, Olawale on WhatsApp sent me a message to say, Ufuoma, please find out if the current vice president was the governor of Borno State when the students did the report. I think he was the governor. I think he came into power in 2007, I think. Yes, he was about, either he was the governor or he just wrapped up as governor. Then he became a senator, I think, in 2015. Mustafa on WhatsApp is or rather Yomi from Murukwala says, good afternoon, Ufuoma. Happy belated birthday to you. Thank you very much. It's so devastating and unimaginable position the people of Maiduguri are facing right now. I've been a victim of flood several times in my house in Lagos, but not by dam. How long will Nigerians suffer and die due to government's negligence and incompetence? Well, maybe we've not totally, we're not 100% certain if this is as a result of government negligence or incompetence. But maybe their pointers possibly show that that's the case. Because if as at last week, the agencies from the Borno State government, as well as the Niger, the Chad Basin Development Authority, CBDA, were suggesting that all was well. But here we are today. It's almost time for me to go for the first commercial break. When I come back, I'll take a couple of your thoughts before we discuss other issues.
More conversation, more talk, more right after this.
Are you an independent female artist, a producer, a DJ, a songwriter who wants to take a career to the next level? Then Her Sound 2.0 is for you. Enjoy comprehensive training and mentorship, access to support from a community of female music professionals, collaborative opportunities, 2 days free bootcamp, and more. To register for Her Sound 2.0, visit www.hersoundglobal.com to register for free. To complete your application, post a 30-second video on Instagram telling us why you want to be part of Her Sound 2024. And don't forget to use the hashtags. Hashtag Her Sound Peach. Her Sound 2024. It's time to hear her.
Her Sound 2024 is brought to you by Checherspeak Nation and powered by Google. Supported by Boomplay, Cloud Africa, Grunge Cake, Mavico Foods. Media partners, Cool FM, Wazobia FM, Nigeria Info, Pulse NG, and Heap TV.
For more information, visit at Her Sound Global on Instagram.
My darling, are you ready to go back to school?
Yes, Mommy. I have everything I need. All that's missing is my favorite food to drink, Capri Sun.
Oh, what? No Capri Sun. We have to fix that right away.
Yay! And Mommy, every carton of Capri Sun now comes with a wristband ruler for school.
A wristband ruler?
Get a wristband ruler in every carton of Capri Sun as you go back to school. Terms and conditions apply.
Capri Sun, the taste of fun.
You are listening to your number one station for talk.
Your number one station for talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. It is Hard Facts on the nation's number one talk station. Ufuoma Egbamuno is my name, and of course, before we went on that commercial break, we were talking about the catastrophe that has bedeviled Maiduguri, the capital of Borno State, where at least 30 persons are dead and over 400,000 persons have had to move away from their homes. Well, it's time for us to talk. I would love to hear what you have to say via the phone line 0700 993 993 993. That's one of the numbers with which you can reach us, or call us on 0201 465 7190. That is 0201 465 7190. I'd love for us to actually keep our comments short, simple, straight to the point. 1 minute, 60 seconds. We are done with whatever it is we have to say. Okay, let me take the very first call at this point in time. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Hard Facts this afternoon.
Yeah, good evening, Ufuoma.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, I'm Stanley Hanna calling from Ikeja.
Welcome, Stanley.
Yeah, please, this issue of water every time, year in, year out, we are talking of this flood. Every year we are talking of this flood. And the government seems not to be doing anything because they are not concerned. Ufuoma, I want to conclude that all these things that these our government officials are doing, I think it has time for us to take a revolution to them so that they will sit up and do the right thing.
How do you plan to do the revolution?
Revolution, they can't do anything right in this country.
Okay.
Every year in, year out, we are talking of flood. In this century, the 21st century,
all right.
People from their house.
We would have to.
It's unfair. It's unfair. I think revolution is that we solve this problem once and for all.
Okay, Stanley. Thank you very much for your thought. I've got Joy from Abulegba. Joy, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Yeah, good evening or good afternoon.
Oh, Joy.
Yeah, people were saying this is a natural disaster, and I say it is not. It is just sheer negligence from our part as a government and as a people. So when it's a natural disaster, we will know. You will have seen government say, oh, we have done this, we have done that. Some people came and gave a pointer. What did they do? It's just that we have lots of...
Oh, dear. Apologies, Joy. I think the network just got a little messed up right there. Okay, more of your thoughts. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Ufuoma, good afternoon, my brother.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Robert.
Robert, we're talking Maiduguri right now.
Yes. I want to discuss my government.
Quickly, you've got 50 seconds.
I think this flood is a yearly something. And over the years, the government just fold their hands akimbo, waiting for water to ravage, life, destroy properties. It's unfair. The humanitarian disaster management is there. Is it department or I don't know, ministry. It's such a thing. You're supposed to prepare for the next coming year ahead. Okay, what can we do to avert this kind of thing? That is how government is supposed to work. Not that when something happens, we'll be sending rice, sending billion for them. We will separate. That is insensitive, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. And yes, to confirm, the current Vice President Kashim Shettima, actually, I did mention 2007 as governor. No, he was from 2011 to 2019. So he was governor for 8 years between 2011 and 2019. Definitely was governor when the students from the Polytechnic in Maiduguri actually put out that research that they did. It was actually a school project, but I brought that up to say if students in a Polytechnic could do their project and were able to find some of the lapses in the dam, what were the agencies responsible for taking care of that dam? What were they actually doing? Anyway, Mercy from Agbara is on the line. Mercy, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, my brother. God bless you.
Bless you too.
For me now, I just want to ask, this our government, they are nothing to lose. If the poor people that are losing their life, losing their property, let animals take care of us in this country.
Let
because
what?
they value their animals.
What did you say?
I'm very angry.
Oh yeah, calm down.
Every year, you will tell me that we have government in this country. We are dying hungry. Okay, tell me now, what these people, they want to start from? I mean, what are we talking about here? We don't have money in this country. Tell me where these people they want to start from now. Nigerian government, they don't have anything to lose because they're outside. You don't we for that we are dying every day by day. If I have one power that I'm a god in this country, one lie I don't vanish this country. I will just release something. Everybody will just collapse at once.
Ha!
God bless you. I'm hungry.
It never reached like that, Mercy. It never reached like that. But it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You are what to start from now.
Mercy, calm down. I understand.
I know what I'm talking about.
It's okay.
Now it's fraud now.
It's okay. Thank you very much, Mercy. While of course we will not advocate to use any violent means, to solve problems, I can also understand where Mercy is coming from. It can be quite annoying. All right, I'll take one more call. I've got Rapuruchuku calling us. Rapuruchuku, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, Ufuoma Egbamuno.
Sir.
I greet you, sir.
I greet you back, my brother.
Well, it's very unfortunate, the Maiduguri flood disaster. You see, and I don't think NEMA can do enough. Government need to deploy more rescue operation units. These people, the victims, they need food, they need drugs, they need shelter.
True.
And so many things they need. These human beings is quite unfortunate. You see, I don't think 10,000 is anything in this present time for this kind of catastrophe. And I can tell you, federal government, they didn't do enough. 3 billion. And for the house, they spent 90 billion. For vice president residence, 20 billion. This one now.
21 actually the total figure, okay, but this government brought out 14 out of it.
You see, but this 1 million citizens, imagine in this kind of catastrophe, this kind of disaster, they are bringing 3 billion because it's the citizens. It's quite unfortunate. And these people this is a tragedy. And these people that brought this report, that denied the report of the Alaro Dam, the condition, the situation, they said 7 days before this thing happened. They have to, the government need to bring them and question them.
Okay.
They have to be questioned for, irresponsibility.
All right,
They're not-
Rapuruchuku.
I mean, okay,
Let's leave it at that. But thank you.
It's all right. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. Quite a number of you are still trying to reach us, but not to worry. I'll get back to the phone lines once again, but that will be after I take you through the second story for today. It's the big three right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info. Ufuoma Egbamuno is my name. I'm standing in for my colleague, Sheriff Quadri, who had to be a part of a panel discussing media and, of course, governance earlier today at the Pan Atlantic University. Who is also standing in for my big head friend, Marianne Dukoko Nakpan, like I usually call her, who is taking a well-deserved rest at this point in time. People, let's talk about the cost of living in Nigeria. It was already bad. Like literally was already bad. But it be like say it don't go from frying pan to fire. You know. September is usually a very difficult month for parents because you have to pay school fees. A new term resumes and you have to pay fees. Join that with the high cost of food items, the high cost of transportation, which has gone off the roof, by the way, as a result of the petrol price increase. It's now ranging between 850. I think I was coming back from Ikeja this afternoon to the island. One of those petrol stations on the Oshodi Expressway. I think it was 890 I saw. I think I bought 866 or 870 or thereabout a few days ago. In some areas, in some states, it's going for as much as 1,001, 1,002, or maybe even 1,500. Just depends on where you are. And of course, the MBS a few days ago did mention that the inflation that was already taking a nosedive and dropping slightly, we might have a pause on that as a result of this high cost of petrol, which of course has effects on almost every aspects of our lives. So this is me, asking you, Lagosians and everybody wherever you are tuned into Nigeria for at this point in time, how do they cope? Because trust me, it is not easy. I've told a couple of my friends, and I think I've mentioned it on air once or twice, how 2023, especially after the president announced the whole subsidy, it was a very difficult year for me. I would not lie. It was difficult. Before I could come to terms with the skyrocketing prices of goods and services, before I could come to terms with it, the small change within my accounts don't finish. Like literally. And you know what that means. Now this is me who at least has a job. Who maybe could say he's in the lower middle class. Imagine people who earn less than 100,000 naira. But they go to work every day. Imagine a family of 6. Father, mother, and 4 children. How are you people coping? It feels like there are more beggars on the streets of Lagos now. How have you been able to cut down on the cost of living, or at least cut down on your expenses? Now, there's even the other side of it that most of us are not even talking about. Companies will reduce staff strength. The conversations are already ongoing. At least I know. Companies are already talking about how to reduce staff strength. That will mean more unemployed people. So once again, how are you coping with the cost of living? 0700 993 993 993 0201 465 7190. Tweet at us at Nigeria Info FM, at Nigeria Info FM, or send us a message on WhatsApp. I would love to hear how you are coping. Hello. Okay, my village people have come from Uzoro to ensure that I did not pick that call. Hello, good evening, or is it still afternoon? Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon. Is that Nigeria Info?
Yes, it is.
Honestly speaking, I can't imagine the way this economy is moving. Honestly, things are not working at all. Hello?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Things are not working at all. Now, the school children are resuming. The increments of the school fees is too much. The school bus is killing. To feed is killing. Nigeria is not working, my brother. Yesterday, I want to buy something at the shop. Two people are waiting for me to beg. Where are we heading to?
A sad situation. A sad situation, I have to say. But thank you very much for your thoughts. Talking about school fees, I paid the school fees of my 2 children yesterday. Bet you don't leave me. Let me just leave it like that and go back to the phone lines. A very good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Good afternoon. God bless you.
Good afternoon. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
This is Emmanuel calling from Lekki.
Emmanuel from Lekki. We're talking cost of living. How are you coping?
My brother, I don't even know how to say it because, like me personally, I'm talking to you now. I just finished drinking Gary, this morning. And this is a man that with family, with children and wife. And the little one that is coming from office is not even enough to pay the school fees of these 2 children. Talk less of even feeding them. How much is rice now in the market? Even the minimum wage, the Tinubu so-called increase for the workers, 70,000, doesn't bargain. It doesn't. A minimum wage of the workers in Nigeria today doesn't buy a bag of rice.
Sadly.
So what are we talking about? So fueling a car now is over 60,000-70,000 naira. Just a Camry, to fuel a Camry car now at the rate of even from the NNPC that so-called. How can you even get the fuel from NNPC? Is even a war in Nigeria today. So we don't know where we are going, because right now as I'm talking to you, 2 children from my own house have dropped from school because I couldn't meet up to their own.
Has it gone that bad?
It's very. I can't lie. Will I be on the radio and the line?
Wow.
I'm a family man of 4, 2 children and a wife and I. I can't pay their school fees anymore, and I told them I can't keep myself. They are home. My children are crying, seeing other children going to school, they are crying. I say, so what can I do? Can't do anything. I can't go and steal. So far I can try all my best for you people to feed. Then keep hoping in God. I can't fight Tinubu now, or the president. I can't fight them. So, but I give God all the glory, and I pray anywhere this country take us to, we will see it at the end. Thank you.
What's your name again?
This is Emmanuel from Lekki.
Emmanuel, I honestly I'm short of words. I don't even know what to say, but I can understand where you're coming from.
I left home because I can't be watching my children crying on my head, because they couldn't go to school. I left home and I'm not happy. I told them to let me go out there, and because I know that I'm not working, I'm working, but how much are they paying? Because they're not increasing salary. I'm getting below 100, So,
Emmanuel, I share in your frustrations, but here's what I'll ask you to do. I would need you to. Are you on Twitter?
No, I'm on WhatsApp.
Okay, I'll need you to send a message to this number. Can you get this number?
Yes, the one I'm calling with.
No, I want to call the number out for you.
Okay, sir.
080
Okay, sir. 080
999
999. Okay.
200 two. What am I even saying? 080 999 200 66.
66. Okay, sir.
Hold on, let me confirm that number again. Just a second. Okay, I think there was an error in the number. So it's 080 999 202 202 66. Send a message to that number. Someone will reach out to you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much, Emmanuel. In the course of my presentation, I just hypothetically mentioned a family of 6: husband, wife, and 4 children. Turns out there are many Emmanuels listening to Hard Facts right now who are going through a whole lot. Anyway, Joy has been waiting on the line. Joy from Iba. Joy, good afternoon to you. Welcome to Hard Facts.
Well, thank you. How are you?
I'm surviving.
Mr. Ufuoma.
Sir, Marada.
How are you?
I'm very well.
Please, the economy is so bad. I'm telling you. It's too bad. Transportation have jumped over. Look at teachers now complaining. You heard the teachers the other day, they were complaining. Other people were not they were just, everybody just quiet. Swallow. Nobody wants to say what is happening. The teachers on Monday, you see them, they were complaining of transportation. Then if you go to market, Mr. Former, you cannot buy anything.
Tell me about it.
Tell
me about it.
Rice is too costly. Beans is too... Meat, you cannot talk of meat now. How many, maybe you are a family of 5. The pieces of meat, 1,000, is 3 or 4. Then pala, they said it's a poor man fish. Before. You cannot say pala. Pala is not in the market. Gari is almost 4,000. A tuber of yam now is either 2,500 or 3,000.
I don't know whether to say it is well to you, Joy, because it doesn't even look like it is well.
It's too bad. Our head of state, Tinubu, should do something. No. People are suffering. No. People are dying. Come and see in my street. Most of the children are not going to school. I'm telling you the truth. Most children are not going to school. Parents are finding it very difficult this time. It's not an easy task. How much will you hold at hand that you will not finish it within 1 week? It's not an easy at all.
Okay.
Even if those of you people that have cars, now they have packed their cars because of cost of fuel. It's not easy. This is not how our country is before. They should do something.
All right, Joy. We would have to leave it at that.
Go to hospital, people are dying. People are dying every day. People are dying. They cannot buy my medicine.
All right, Joy. Thank you very much for your thoughts.
I'm annoyed though. I'm highly annoyed though.
I can imagine, but thank you very much for your thoughts. We appreciate them. I had not even checked the WhatsApp message, before I asked. Emmanuel from Lekki actually sent his details to, of course, one of our numbers in the office right here. But I've seen your message, Mr. Lawal. Thank you very much. I would ensure that Mr. Emmanuel gets through to you. A few of your thoughts on WhatsApp. Nigeria is now expensive. Where's that message again? Nigeria is now expensive to live in. Drugs, foodstuff, transportation is now on the increase. I'm not enjoying being a Nigerian now. Not proud of this country. Ounje Eko from Ijegun. Thank you very much for your thoughts, Onyeka, and of course, I do share in your frustrations. Good afternoon, Nigeria. Info: the cost of living is not funny anymore. I'm a father of 2. Till now, I'm unable to buy textbook for my kids, not to talk of school fees. My income has been constant for over a few years, but expenses have increased over time due to inflation. I really can't talk much because it is a pathetic situation. Sonny from Ikeja. There are loads and loads of your comments. Ooh. Joy Forever on Twitter says, to say things are expensive is an understatement. Paying school fees is like laying foundation of building now. People are withdrawing their children from school. Snacks and lunch for a child is more than daily wage of average workers. It is well with Nigeria. Government needs to act. Okay, this will be my cue to quickly talk about story 3, which is a little bit of initiative by the Lagos state government to find ways to reduce the cost of the unbearable cost of living as we speak right now. They initiated phase 2 of the Ounje Eko initiative, and this initiative through the Ministry of Agriculture and Food Systems is part of the government's commitment to enhance food security and ensure the efficient operation of food supply chains. Now, it's a discount market, in case you've never heard of it before, where residents can buy a variety of food items such as rice, beans, gari, bread, eggs, tomatoes, pepper, and onions at a 25% discount. Well, this second phase started on the 1st of September. Today is the 12th. It will run for the next 8 weeks across 64 locations, including the 57 local governments, all the LCDAs. It will also run at the Lausa Secretariat. It will run at the University of Lagos. It will run at the Lagos State University. It will run at the Lagos State University of Science and Technology. And it will also run at the Lagos State University of Education and the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, as well as Lekki Phase 1. The Sunday market will run from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. except for those in the Lausa Secretariat and the educational institutions that open on Friday. So for the Secretariat and for the schools, the market, the Ounje market, opens on Fridays. For the market at the Mushin local government, it will be at the Fresh Food Hub in Idioro, and it will open on Wednesdays and Saturdays. The food items available at the market include maximum purchasable cap of 5 kg rice. You can't buy more than 5 kg rice, beans, and gari. You can also buy more than 2 loaves of bread. You can't buy more than 2 crates of egg. Of course, part of this is to ensure that one person does not come and buy everything. You know, you can't also buy more than 2 kg of tomatoes, and you can't buy more than 1 kg of pepper or tatashe or onions. You know, of course, we had the Commissioner of Agriculture on Morning Crossfire earlier this week, speaking with my colleague Kofi Battels. Unfortunately, time not so on our side for me to play that interview. But I would love to ask you: Have you visited the Ounje Eko market? Remember, I did say to start, or it has started since.
More news and information coming up.
It has started since September the 1st. But I'll be right back after this timeout.
Attention innovators and entrepreneurs dreaming of mastering digital skills like graphic design, cloud computing, video editing, and artificial intelligence. Or perhaps you want to create paint, antiseptic soap, skincare products. Entrepreneurs, do you need funding to take your business to the next level? Here's what Ordinance offer. Free courses, gain skills that set you apart, access to over 1 billion naira grants, get the financial boost you need, thriving marketplace, sell your skills and product, earn massively. Also, with Ordinance, you will have exclusive educational resources, personalized mentorship, and a vibrant community that supports your journey to financial freedom. Ready to turn your dreams into reality? Visit www.ordinance.com to get started. For more information, call us on 0811 619 6121 0811 619 6121. Ordinance, empowering with education and grants.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the party you've been waiting for. The Life's a Beach Party. A beach
party like you've never experienced. Featuring amazing music performances by King Maddie.
Hey guys, what's poppin'? My name is King Maddie.
Magix.
Hey guys, it's your boy Magix.
Tapes. Also featuring top Nigerian creators, including Ama, Miss Dams, Pella. Come experience Beach Olympics, fashion competitions, and water sports. Your host is Tacha.
Your girl Tacha is right here.
Life's a Beach Party will take place September 21, 2024. Time is 5 p.m. Voda Beach Club, Legoshi, Lekki, Lagos. Register for free at www.teasersparty.com. Life's a Beach, proudly brought to you by Teaser Sparkling Drink. 18 plus, drink responsibly. Life's a Bitch, live it up.
99.3 Nigeria Info, your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Apologies for that, quick break. It came a bit abrupt. I wasn't paying much attention, so my apologies. But I've got about 3 more minutes, make that 2.5 minutes before the 4 o'clock hour, before we get the business news, and then we switch our attention to the international scene. I've seen your message, Michael Edward. Hopefully we will get back to you. Let me see if I can read more WhatsApp messages. Good evening, Mr. Ufuoma. When you said a family of 6, I happen to be in that category. What you did not establish is that for someone like me who has a special child, how can I cut down on cost of diapers? How? His drugs and every other thing. It's not easy as you think. And that's coming from Mrs. Oboli. Mr. Oboli, I understand. I do. Ukime from Aja says, Oga Ufuoma, good evening. I'm depressed because of the harsh economy. I lost my job since September last year because of this. My daughter can't collect her WAEC result because I'm owing the school 30,000 naira. The younger brother is crying on a daily basis for not going to school. I'm tired. I don't read though. Actually don't read. Obaino from Mushin says, good evening, good afternoon from until people in authority start paying for their negligences, until these people in the home of Nigerian affairs start valuing the life of an ordinary Nigerian, until we stop voting based on tribe and ethnicity, until we stop recycling these same politicians, until we stop entrusting one man in disguise of INEC chairman to decide a whole 4-year plan for 300 million Nigerians. Until then, this is how we'll keep lamenting year in, year out. It's about 30 seconds before the top of the hour. Yvonne Ohaifu will be here in a bit to bring us the business news. I'll be back after that as we talk the U.S. presidential debate on ABC Wednesday morning, Tuesday night in the U.S. We'll talk about all of that, the implications, who won, who didn't win, what was said, what was not said, all of that coming your way in just a moment. My name is Ufuoma Egbamuno. This is Hard Facts on Nigeria Info.
The Center for News.
Hello, Lagos. Good evening.
99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.